Hi, my name is Robin Gray, and I'm a counselor at Lee Summit North High School. I've learned and seen how passionate Evonne is about equity and about making sure the voice of Brown people is heard and understood, and that our district does what it should be doing to make sure that we are truly educating all students. So she has fire.
My name is Jerry Madge. I work at Westview Elementary, and I am the math specialist here. There are so many reasons why Evonne is deserving of this title. One of the big reasons is because she is so passionate about equity, and particularly making sure that things are equitable for the Latinx population, and just constantly putting things out there, to making things available for not only her building, but for lots of different people. She sent me things before, just as kind of an awareness of some things that are going on and things that are out there. You need that, it's always nice to have someone that's willing to give you that.
My name is Daphne Mack, and I am the elementary school counselor at Lee Summit Elementary School. I nominated Evonne for this wonderful award because she is a true, genuine leader who wants to support all of her students, but especially our students of color. She has just been such a support to so many, not only students, but also her coworkers and other individuals in our school district. She really promotes inclusion and also access for all of our students.
Well, I think representation is so important for the Latino community. And I didn't really realize that, honestly, until we moved out here to the Midwest about 10 years ago. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, and I knew I was a minority, but never everyone around me looked like me. And I didn't really realize the impact of having someone who looks like you and can relate to you in that way, how powerful that is, until moving out here and we enrolled our kids into school. And I went into the workforce and walked into new teacher orientation, and I was the only one that looked like me. And so, because you naturally gravitate to those who either dress like you, look like you. And I was like, oh, okay. And I saw how our Latino population is growing. And statistically, it's said that we have more Latinos within public school education now than we did 7 to 10 years ago. But when you look at our Latino teachers, our numbers are really low. Maybe 8% of teachers are Latino. And our burnout rate is the highest among all teachers of color. And so it's like, why? What is happening here? And you often hear representation related to the windows and mirrors idea. So our students of color, particularly our Latino students, should see mirror images of themselves being leaders in the classroom, leaders in their schools, in their school districts, in their community. They should see that. It's empowering, but they're often looking through windows and seeing others in those roles. And so what I have kind of come into my own these last couple of years is wanting to step up and step out and say, hey, I'm here to support. I'm here to advocate for you. I'm here to speak on behalf of our community, to be that person, to make those connections with families. And often it's taxing, the whole idea of cultural taxation. We've talked about this before, and just it being exhausting because you're always that go-to person. But you know what? We do it for our kids, and it's not just my own personal kids, but it's my family members that are in the community. And it's just like my church community. We have to do that. We have to come together to empower kids. And I often think back to the administrators that I work the hardest for are those that I trust, those that I know are invested in me, and those that I care. And I feel that that's who I want to be for our students, for our community, for them to see, oh, if Evonne can do it, so can I. Evonne came from not the best background in regards to, the neighborhood where I grew up, or I had some adversities. If she can do it, so can I. And so I think that that's why I step up and I step out, and I want to be an advocate. I volunteer for probably way too many committees and groups and commissions, and I want to be a part of it. And I'm also asked to be a part of these things. And I very rarely say no, because I think it's so important that we have Latinos at the table and being a part of making those decisions, and speaking out and unapologetically, authentically being ourselves and saying what we need. For too long, I think as a people, we've been too passive, and now's the time that we need to speak up for not only ourselves, but for our students.